Hey everyone, happy Friday to you. This is Heather Hope with Conscious Creating with Heather Hope. Happy Friday. Okay, so welcome back to the channel. If you don't know, I'm a manifestation coach. Um, yeah, that was so crazy. Um, okay, let's just jump into it because I'm feeling inspired today on a subject. We've been talking about self concept and mental diet this week, and I really want to stress this one thing about self concept. So, okay, so with Neville Goddard, um, there's this concept called "everyone is you pushed out." That's what he calls it, and I've heard it. I haven't heard that until recently, but I have heard it over the years of like everyone is just a reflection back to you of what like you're thinking, how you're feeling about yourself, whatever. And I never got that concept. As a therapist, I never got it. I'm like, how does that even happen? You know what I mean? Like just how would somebody reflect back? Like, you know what I mean? Like the metaphysical aspect of that, like how? Like I'm just a question asker. I've always asked, how does that happen? And for me, I've always been like, I don't believe it until I research the heck out of it and figure out why. So I just don't really take things at, you know, I just don't take it at surface level. So anyhow, so the last few months of learning about Neville Goddard and everyone as you pushed out, I have really grasped onto this concept and it is really cool. So if you haven't, I know a lot of you have because I'm like one of the last ones to get into Neville, I swear. I've had clients over the years say Neville Goddard, and I'm just like, I stuck with Abraham Hicks for years. And so, but now that I know Neville's stuff, I can relate it back to Abraham and it all makes perfect sense now. Of like you can look at somebody as in a different way and they will become that way. Like you don't have to switch relationships. You don't have to jump out of a relationship because you're not getting what you need. All you have to do is look at that person in a way of, them showing up in that way. That's easier said than done when you're in the middle of a, like a toxic relationship. That would be I would think that would be difficult. So for me, I got out of my toxic relationship and began to love myself and take care of myself and think highly of myself and clean up some of the belief systems I had around dating and men and all that stuff. So, and then I over a short amount of time, brought in my husband now, and he's pretty freaking amazing. So, anyway, so what I want to talk about today about self-concept is how about you deciding that you are the most beautiful woman in the world? Like, how does that feel? I'm going to talk to the ladies today. And men, if you are here, most of my audience is women, but, but if you are, just replace it with handsome or hot or whatever you resonate with. So if you're the hottest man in the world or the hottest man in your reality, however you want to say that. So for women, working on self-concept, because everyone is you pushed out. And so that means whatever you affirm, whatever you think about, whatever you start to believe will be reflected back to you. So if you, get out your notebook and you write out a bunch of affirmations of like, I am so beautiful. I am the most beautiful woman in the world. If that, really, it doesn't really matter. You can just affirm without believing your affirmations. They will start coming in. So after a while, you will start feeling beautiful. You'll start feeling like on top of the world, and you'll start feeling like you are the greatest catch out there, that you are whatever you are affirming for. So today I'm just thinking of, being beautiful, but you can add in a whole bunch of other things. Like I'm the smartest woman or smartest person that I know, or I am I am so funny. I am so attractive. I am sexy. I am well known. I am whatever it is. List out a whole bunch of them. But, and this is all self concept of, what are the traits? What are the traits that you already feel like you possess? And, affirm for those even more, but also affirm for things that you would like to be more of. So if you can say that everyone around you caters to your every need. It caters to you, caters to your every wish. Everyone around you, like when you walk into a room. So I have a bunch of these. And so I don't care how, out there they are. I do not care because it doesn't matter. I'm the creator of my reality. So everyone around me will eventually conform to what I believe to be true. Right. And, an affirmation or a thought, if you repeat it often enough or enough times, you will start to believe it. So you can say, when I walk into the room, people treat me like royalty. I'm the most influential person in town. Or, what I say goes. Any of those, you can get super creative with this because, whatever over time, a little bit of time, just a little bit of time, within a day, you can get feedback on this. But you will get compliments. You will get people treating you better. And you'll be like, what the heck? You will be surprised at some of the things that come back to you because you'll be like, did I really have that much pull? That's amazing. Something happened with me yesterday. I can't talk about the details, but I was still surprised that I had so much pull on something, against, a whole bunch of people. And it was my word. It was my say that went for now. And I was just surprised. I'm like, oh, and then I'm like thinking whenever I get surprised about something, I'm like, oh yeah, I have affirmed for this. I have affirmed like I'm the most influential person in town. Everybody, listens when I talk. Everybody pays attention when I talk, anything like that. So of course these things can really be helpful in your career, whatever you are doing, because especially like if you're an influencer, if you're a coach, if you are, in the public eye in any way, these affirmations will help you tremendously because, you could say I'm the most attractive woman on YouTube, or I'm the most attractive person on Facebook, or my posts, get so many likes because people resonate with what I say. There's a lot of those things I should be adding to mine, but I've been so solely focused on, about 2 or 3 subjects in my life that even my career is kind of slightly on the back seat because there's a couple things that are just more important to me. But those, whenever I affirm more for my career or for, coaching, whatever it is, YouTube, I do start seeing that, rise. So I'm a firm believer, just through my own practice, that you are really unfolding your day based on the thoughts and the things that you're saying throughout the day. Like I just find it in real time because so time doesn't exist, but every moment is now. So it's all now. So I don't necessarily think that things take time. So, maybe a few things take time. Depends on, your story, or, when they say that there's always something going on in the background. And, that's something that I'm just like, is it really though? Because I can't see it, and it's like, you just have to believe it. So I guess that would make sense if I'm saying that, today is such an amazing day, blah, blah, blah. I do this throughout the day to make sure that my day unfolds the way that I want it to unfold. So, when I'm seeing things in real time unfolding, it gives me such a sense of peace. I have to also, I guess, believe that when I affirm for things that are not in my physical 3D right now, like that are people outside, when I'm not communicating with people at the moment, that it is working in the background, because just because I can't see it doesn't mean that it's not happening. The things that I can see, I do see are happening. Does that make sense? So I actually just answered my own question that I've had for a while, of when other coaches say things are always working in the background. The more you affirm, I'm just a believer in this now from my own practice, that the more you think your thoughts, because that's all that I truly believe that's all that matters. I really, really, really do, because I can say something and then it unfolds. And so the more I say things or think things are going to happen in the moment or in the very, very soon, moment, it happens. So it's like minute to minute type of thing. Since there's no time, it doesn't matter. No, but it's just, it amazes me still that it's just, things are just unfolding in real time as I'm thinking or saying them. So the vital thing, we're talking about mental diet, is stay on top of all your thoughts. Like I don't mess around. When I start feeling off or anxious about something, it's fairly rare, but it's only because my thoughts have started to go a different way. They're not in the end. Once I shift my thoughts back to the end, I have a sense of peace. So, yeah. So I feel nasally today. I don't know why. But anyway, you are creating your reality. I'm creating my reality. You're creating your reality. And so you can, get back to self-concept of how do you want the world to reflect back to you? Because however you feel about yourself, the world will reflect back. So when you start saying, I am so beautiful, the world will reflect that back. You will get compliments. You'll get random people stopping you on the street. This happened to me last month. I was walking down the street, I want to call it Main Street, but it's not. It's our main street, but it's not called Main Street. I wish it was. I don't even think we have a main. That's weird. Through town. And I had just, curled my hair and I was feeling good. And I was walking down the street. There was a lot of timing issue in this too. I was like looking for a parking spot, and then I sat in my car for a few minutes, and then I got out, and then I was just walking down the street, and I walked by this couple. I like hesitated at the corner because I wasn't sure if I was going to walk across the street. A whole bunch of hesitations, in those like 10 minutes. So then I just like kind of just started walking, and then this couple walked by me, and then the woman stopped and she's like, I really want to tell you something. You're really beautiful. And I was like, oh, thank you. So it was so funny. She's like, yeah, I don't normally do that, but I just felt like I wanted to say that to you. See, that's the thing. What you believe to be true, and through affirmations long enough, you're going to start believing them. When you really believe something, it really happens. Like, it's strong. If you only slightly believe it, I mean, I know people say you don't have to believe things for them to manifest. You don't. You can just affirm, and your thoughts create, right? But when you really believe something, it comes in stronger and faster. So when I believe that I'm beautiful, especially the days that I say I have amazing hair, it's the day after I washed it and then I curl it, and then it's always amazing because they're extensions. And so it's not, I just curl it really well. But, I do my hair and, of course, my makeup, and then I feel really beautiful those days. Those are the, special, the days that I especially feel beautiful. And so those are the days that I get the feedback. So when you feel beautiful, you're going to get the feedback that you're beautiful by anyone. People will feel compelled to tell you that you are beautiful. So fill in the blank. I am the most beautiful woman. You could just say in your reality. You don't have to say the whole world, because that might be like a lot. There's a lot of people out there. But you can say, I could say I'm the most beautiful woman in my reality. This is my reality. So I would be, like I talked on Monday about the greatest of all time. Monday or Wednesday. The greatest of all time, that would be in my reality. If I'm the greatest of all time manifestation coach, that would be in my reality. So anyhow, so get out your notebook, write all the things that you want the world to reflect back to you, and start working on those. And so the affirmations are just thoughts, right? That you repeat in your mind and verbally, however you like to do things. I do mostly verbal, but I do both. Depends. And I write them all the time. And so write them down and start rehearsing your new thoughts. So these are new thoughts for you to bring in. And after a while, those new thoughts become new beliefs. And when, like I said, once you start believing it to be true, it's a done deal. It's a done deal because you have that confidence of like, yeah, I'm beautiful. Yeah, I've got this. Yeah, I'm the best at this. Yeah, you have that confidence. And what is the sexiest thing ever? Confidence, right? So when people are confident about you, like they know that you're confident, that's such a turn on. Confidence, man. so um so whatever it is that you want to be reflected back to you. So if you had this story that you're not very smart, I think I did that like in high school, like growing up, I felt that way. And then I had a best friend in the past that just she knew that she was so smart and I felt dumb. And then, tables turned over years, you know, tables turned. I got into my own confidence. I got into my own knowing that I'm freaking smart. And, I we're no longer friends, but it's just getting out of that story and feeling like I was less than because I wasn't, And so you start with I'm really smart. I'm really smart. You don't have to go very crazy with these affirmations. I am really smart. I am smart. And over time, you'll start being smart. Like you'll be smart. It's like saying that you're beautiful. You will be beautiful. Like you'll do things to enhance your beauty. Like I have. Because you'll feel like you want to do more to be more beautiful. Like to be more beautiful in your eyes, because that's all that matters. All that matters is that you are beautiful in your eyes. So you're convincing yourself that you're beautiful. And over time you will do things that will make yourself feel more beautiful or look more beautiful. So the thing is, people will be compelled to say it. They will. So my guy friend, one of my pictures that I took a couple months ago, with my new hair and all that stuff. And he messaged me. He's like, or he messaged and called me. I don't know. He's like, someone's feeling beautiful today. And I thought that was a very interesting question, or not question, but statement. Somebody's feeling beautiful today. And so my response back was, you see that or something like that, or you feel that, or, like that he knows that I'm feeling beautiful, like it's being reflected, right? He sees my picture. He knows that I'm feeling beautiful. I think it was also a way around calling me beautiful without calling me beautiful. You know what I mean? Some guys will do that. So like they'll say, you're feeling beautiful today, because they're seeing beauty, right? They're seeing that he thinks I'm beautiful. He has said it a little bit more directly, but that I am. He sees that he's reflecting back how I'm feeling, right? That he sees that I'm feeling beautiful. Anyway, so people will reflect it back, whatever it is. That seems to be an easy one because it's with you using the sense of sight so they can see it. But whatever it is that you want to work on, like I have really great self-esteem. I have a lot of confidence. Whatever you want, that you believe that you need to work on, make affirmations for them. Start repeating them throughout the day, like first thing in the morning, before you go to bed, throughout the day, repeat them. So instead of thinking of worry or things to be worried about, think about, God, I'm so beautiful. How did I get so beautiful? Say stuff like that. How? Like it's night and day. And so, or how did I become so smart? Like if you say something really smart to someone, you're like, God, how did I get so smart? Oh my gosh, I'm so smart. I know this sounds like, getting a big ego. So the point is to just internally feel this way. And you don't have to say anything to anyone. Please, you're probably going to rub people the wrong way if you do. You're just, oh, good. I thought my dog was going to bark. You're just internalizing this, and then it comes out. So everything starts in your mind, right? I don't have to say, I say very little to people, very little to get what I want. Very little. Because I do the mental work first. I do the mindset work first, and then things just automatically happen. Events are created. Opportunities are created. Things are created. And so what I want comes through. Whatever inspiration that comes to my mind, I will take it. I always do. Whatever is strong in my mind, without any resistance, I take that action. It works all the time. I'm never really afraid to take action on things. So anyway, so today we're talking about self-concept. I'm really excited. Like I've been talking about this week about creating a coaching program. Actually, there's a couple different ways I want to do. I want to do a group coaching again, or group, like VIP group-ish type of thing, like a membership group. I had one for 1.5 years. It was like group coaching-ish. Yeah, it was group coaching. And but I want to do that, but I also want to work with a few clients, privately. So I'm putting together a self-concept program to help women go from, second guessing themselves, having anxiety, having, a bunch of thoughts that are not serving them, the stories that they're creating, all that crap, like where I was a few years ago. Like literally probably 4 or 5, not 4, I don't know, a few years ago, and turning into having stellar self-concept. Because if you have the stellar self-concept, you can manifest anything you want, anything, and it will come in so fast. When your self-concept is on point, things develop quickly. They're just right there. Like you can just manifest anything. So that's why it's vital. It's all about mental diet and self-concept, the stories that you create about yourself and others, the things that you're thinking about all the time, the obstacles that you create. Like all obstacles are created by you in your world. Like everything you worry about becomes an obstacle that you have to get past now. That's why the road is bumpy. It's so funny how I hear this sometimes about people who write a book about their lives of like, let me tell you all the crap that I created in my life that I had to get through and then become successful. And the reality is that, that person created all those obstacles to overcome to become successful, right? It's like, let me tell you all the crap that I created by my thinking that I had to get through. And that's why it was such a bumpy road, but I got through it. And let me tell you my story, right? Let's not do that shit anymore. It's ridiculous. I look back and I'm like, holy hell, I wish I knew this a long time ago, but it's mental diet. It's all day, every day, keeping track, being accountable to your thoughts all day, every single freaking day, every single day, every single moment. You have to be focused on how you want your day to unfold, how you want your life to unfold, living in the end, saying my life is amazing. Like, this is what I do all day. Like, I have such a perfect life. My life is so amazing. How did my life become so amazing? I say that throughout the day. I say numerous things like that throughout the day because I am on track to have the most amazing life ever. That's my track. The most amazing life I could possibly dream about. That's what I do all day long. So, and very briefly, I may have moments of worry about something, but then I'm like, don't do that, Heather, because you are creating the obstacles. So I get right back to the end of the desire, and then I feel better. And I'm like, oh yeah. And then I get back in my journal, and then I realize who I am and that I'm the God of my reality and all this stuff. And then I get my power back. I get back into my power, kind of the God state. And then everything's fine again. So yeah. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I have some things to do. See, now I'm thinking it's Friday. It's Friday for you guys, but I'm recording this Thursday. I have things to do and fun to find. So I will talk to you on Monday. Have an amazing weekend. And let me know down below some affirmations that you're creating. Talk to you soon. Bye.